And that's one shiny head. Yeah, just listening into my commentary from the floor. Guys, we're moving blocks of stock today. Let's get up for Kathy Wood, another victim of the bull market. I hope she's coming to me for a job, and I wouldn't give her a job if she does show up. The Kathy Wood top, again, I mean, there's a lot of signs of the top of the market, and whether or not this is a real top or not, if we rally, who cares, right? Been talking about being in cash for 3 months. Obviously, I was wrong, but I was right? Sold my Twitter, stock's gone up 30 points. Sold my DraftKings, went up 30 points. Sold my Neo, went up 20 points. Sold my Jumama, went up 40 points. Got out of the queues, they rallied another 50 points. I sold my queues at 285 when I thought I was looking at the top of the market. Basically, everything I sold went up, and that's why I was a disturbed human being for quite some time. I saw the signs of this a couple of weeks ago, but I saw the signs of this for a while. I was in 3 penny stocks that were actually working. Penny stocks never work, ever. Nobody makes money in penny stocks. And I had 3 of them that were actually going up at the same time. And then obviously I ruined it all by buying Spliff. But again, when everything's working, that's bearish. Okay, when everyone's a genius, that's bearish. And it just took finally a sniff of the idea that you could actually put your money somewhere else instead of buying the QQQ. Then we finally started seeing the market come off. And remember, the smart money got out of the market 3 weeks ago. You had that big downturn, and then we fought back. So it was the case of the turning oil tanker. You can't just turn the oil tanker on a dime. You got to make a move. And actually the ass of the oil tanker is going higher before it starts its descent. So that's how the market had to make its turn. Painfully awful. And right till Monday, got fucked up again. I'm trying to short this market, and you get a gap up on Monday, and there's no selling on earth. Legitimately no selling at all for 8 straight hours. And how could you take that pain? But the next day, they tried to sucker you in, and then we started to roll. So the oil tanker effect again. And finally now, after, I guess, a year, because we did have some selling the first 2 weeks of the pandemic, but really over the last 13 years, we've had maybe, a few moments of time where we've actually had 3 days of real selling. Finally, this is real selling. We are breaking lows. We're breaking prior day lows. We're breaking monthly, weekly lows. We're down 30, 40, 50% off the top on some of these names. Again, Tiger, got to address this. Awful, worst. I mean, probably again, as soon as I decided I wasn't going to sell out of this stock and I was going to be an investor, I mean, it went up another 12 points after I made that decision. But you know what? Those 12 points are gone now. It's back below where I bought more of it. It's back below where I bought it a month ago now. So again, this is why I hate the market. I'd rather be in cash for the rest of my life. And again, the decision has been made. I own 1 stock right now. I'm not going to own stocks when you could play with them and have some fun, because today the open was amazing. And then we rolled over, which was amazing. And then we bounced, which was amazing. And then we rolled over, which we've already moved today more so than we've moved in sometimes in years. All in one day, we've crashed, we've rallied, we've crashed. All in one day, we've had 2 monster moves. And again, if you're sitting there not being nimble, you've gotten crushed. And then you were up huge, and then you gave it all back. And then you were up, then you were down big, and then you made it all back. And then you were up again, and you gave it all back. This market is not, again, this is the market that I grew up with. This is the market that I want to stay. I hate the market when it goes up every day. I'm a bear. I'm never going to change. I've been saying it for months and months and months. I will not own stocks ever again. I don't care about what these companies do. And I certainly I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at the pain of people. I'm laughing at the folly that how many electric car companies out of China you're going to keep buying that go up 50%, 100%, 300%. They had to run out of run out of steam eventually. You can't keep bringing out worthless car companies and expect everybody to pile into them. Okay, alternative energy. Okay, great. Alternative energy plays were working out, and now they've all given back 50%. There's no legitimate value to the stock market, right? It's all hope and faith, fear, greed, and momentum, and VWAP. And if you're looking VWAP, if you're looking at the VWAP trades today, you'll see as clear as day where you should have been buying, where you should have been selling today. And it's the same way on a daily basis. So you're not going to get me. I will never do commentary about what I think is going to happen because I don't know. Why pretend? But I sure as hell beat the shit out of the market today and yesterday. And yesterday and today were again, I'm not saying they were the best days, but trading-wise, they were the best 2 days we've had in 25 years. Okay, Zoom for 100 points on an earnings reversal today. Splunk, easy short. Q's rolling over was an easy short. But then we were buying Neo, Tiger, Yext, INSG, DDD, Neo again. I mean, it was the same trades over and over again because we're just sticking with what we were, individual names that we liked. But it's just, the story seems so clear cut 3 days later. But if you were shorting on Monday, you got annihilated. Now it seems obvious. It seems obvious now, but it's been 3 months in the making, like an overnight success, right? Some guy comes out of nowhere. Man, this guy's awesome. Meanwhile, he's been struggling as an actor for 12 years. You never heard of the guy. Now he's an overnight success. I've been trying to short this market for 3 months, getting fucked up. No, fucked up. Like losing thousands, tens of thousands. And the space trade has legitimately almost put me out of business. I was on the wrong side of it. Since last March, when I was in the stock at 10 and rode it to 22.50, after that, I was on the wrong side of that trade for an entire year. Long when it was going down, short when it was going up. And then this last time, I was like, no way this thing's getting over 50. This is bullshit. I started shorting it, and I got hammered again, and now it's down 50% since I covered. So it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. That's why I will not position trade anymore. I will stick to what works well, and that is intraday, 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal trades. And take the same enthusiasm, take the same aggression, take that same passion, take that same size, take that same, non-fear that everybody seems to have. Hey, I'll buy stocks, they never go down. Use that attitude towards your trading, and today's the day that changes your life. This is a life-changing day. This is not just a day maker or a week maker or a month maker. This is a life-changing 2 days. Because if you were sitting there taking, again, not my advice specifically on individual stocks, because that's what I'm doing. I'm just talking about the overall market and using VWAP to guide you to make your decisions. I'm not the decider, and I'm certainly not the smart guy, right? Because my timing was off, but now 3 months of losses made back in 2 days. That's awesome. That's awesome. 3 months of losses, and listen, the idea of the track record and all these other gurus and websites that want to talk about how they're 80% right about this and all their copy and pasting and all their winning trades. I went 2 for 600 and I'm up now. 2 trades out of the last 600 short positions I put on have worked. But those 2 in the last 2 days nullified the other 590 bad ideas that I had. That's trading, baby. You're a hero, then you're a zero, and then you're a zero, and then you're a hero. So let's talk about Cathie Wood. Everybody's a genius when the market goes up every freaking day. Everyone's a hero. There are no zeros. You could bang your head on a keyboard. We proved it. I legitimately banged my head on a keyboard. And by the way, have I warned you about if you're going to do the keyboard experiment, hold on. the Dell versus Apple. If you're going to bang your head on a keyboard, make sure it's a Dell keyboard, one of these bad boys. Well, you can't really see it, but one of these. Do not bang your head against an Apple keyboard, all right? They have a steel plate behind the keyboard. You're not getting through this. I've tried. You are going to get hurt. So if you're going to use the keyboard experiment when the market starts coming back, and it's going to come back to that point eventually where you can just bang your head on a keyboard and press the buy button, all the Kathy Woods of the world will be right again. I'll be sitting there going, well, I can't believe we're going up like this. This is bullshit. But if you're going to smash your head against the keyboard, Dell versus Apple, clear choice. But again, been wrong for a while, been right for a while. And again, why was I right even though I was wrong? In 2012, what triggered me to go full bullshit, crazy bullish? I almost lost my home. Everything I did for years and years and years was right there on the line. And I had to give up. I thought 2012, 2013, it was June of 2012, when we made that rounding top again, I was like, here we go. I'm going to crush this market. And I got crushed, lit the fuck up. And that was the day I said, you know what? Enough of this nonsense. I'm going to put the psychotic bull suit on. I'm going to go crazy bull. I'm going to just buy the cues. I'm never going to sell. I'm going to buy every dip like everybody else. And it worked. But the reason I'm enjoying these last 2 days is that I got a comment on one of my videos. Are you still picking on Gregory Mannarino? And the guy went on and on. He said, you shouldn't pick on the guy. He's actually never said the market's going to crash. He's actually been bullish this whole time, just talking about debt. And I've read it wrong. He's actually been bullish this whole time. No, he hasn't. All right. He was there with Harvey Dent or whatever, Two-Face guy, and talking about all the reasons we're going to crash, how we got to be on pins and needles, waiting for the crash. It's going to crash. We're going to crash. Here we go. It's going to crash. Since the day that I got bullish, he was talking about how we're going to crash. And I'm sitting there going, man, this guy he's clueless because he was me. And I know that I was wrong. But this guy keeps saying it, and he's got 10,000 followers. Yeah, we're going to crash any day. Fiat currency. You got to buy silver. Meanwhile, he's buying silver at 40. I'm buying it at 16. And he's talking about the market crashing, and I'm going, no way. We're never going down ever again. But then I got that comment on the video, and I was like, oh, we're definitely going down now. So yeah, Greg, just keep buying stocks, baby. Keep doing it, man. I need a contrary indicator because again, I was a big contrary indicator for a while. But man, the idea of owning stocks, you're not going to convince me ever to own a stock ever. I don't care about the Qs, Tiger, electric cars, guns. I bought that gun, the gun broker stock, POWW. I'm up 40%. Where am I now? Down 20%. I'm up 300% on Tiger. Now I'm down 20%. I ain't going to let that happen to me no more. All right? It's intraday trading. Give me a gap up on Zoom. I'm going to fuck that stock up for as long as I could hang in there. I'm going to crush Zoom, and I'm going to come in tomorrow, and I'm going to like, ooh, what's gapped up on earnings? Let me short it. Splunk, SPLK at 146. Make your 5 or 6 points, and bang. Because let me tell you, I can't tell you enough. I hate the stock market. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's built on nothing but artificial Fed intervention, government intervention, and the they got out of the market 3 weeks ago. They were out. You saw that one big move down, right? They're out of the market. They are out of the market. Now they're waiting. They are waiting. They know what they're doing. They have it all figured out. They do. So what they're going to do right now, right, is they're going to scare us with the media now. So now all you're going to see is blah, the market, blah, that crashes, blah, interest rates, blah, capital riots, everything that didn't matter for the last 13 years. If we're going into a bearish market, everything that didn't matter is going to suddenly matter now. Inflation, stagflation. They're going to talk about all deflations. They're going to talk about China. They're going to start talking about tariffs again. Remember when tariffs meant something for about 3 days? Now they'll start talking about tariffs. They'll talk about the president and that blah, 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 and taxes. Everything that didn't matter will matter now because it's a bearish tone. Redemptions, Cathie Wood, the penny stocks, the UVXY, the VIX, the inability, you know what I'm saying? Everything that didn't matter. But what you can learn from this position, what you can learn from these last 2 weeks, it was kind of a stealth correction at one point. You had the big guys were selling off already. It just had to catch on. It's a fuse. And then poof, lights a fuse. The fuse is lit. Nobody wants to believe it at first, right? And then they believe. Then like, oh, maybe I should get out of something. Oh, wait, maybe I should get out of all of it. Oh, fuck, I'm panicking now. But the media is going to glom onto that, and then we'll have the CNBC Market in Turmoil special. Oh, what will the Fed do? And then you'll have the Bloombergs, and then you'll have the Forbes articles. And then just as the ink's drying, for all the reasons you need to be afraid of the market, we'll start going back up. And they are doing that. So they manipulate us into thinking that it's going to get worse just when it's about to get better. And we're not there yet because this is day 2 of real selling. Out of the last 13-year bull market, this is 2 days. 2 days. So again, ask me what's going to happen tomorrow. Clueless. Ask me if I want to own a stock. Never again. I'm embarrassed what I did with that space trade. I left $150,000. No, collectively now it's about $250,000 mistake. $250,000. That's a lot of money for anybody. I don't care who you are. If I would just let my goddamn positions alone, we're talking about, ridiculous amount of money. If I just would have just stayed short that stupid stock. But when you look at your money just getting ripped out of your hands and you see no end in sight, how could you stay short? And that's their plan. They bring it to that last threshold of pain, and it seems like they know everybody's threshold of pain. But then, how do you get revenge? Get back in. Suck it up. Yeah. It sucks that I covered this thing 16 points ago, but you know what? Let me make the 4 points that I can do right here so I can ease the burden, ease the pain. And, there's no denying. I've gotten crushed trying to short the Qs over the last, I had 3 good days, and that was when the pandemic hit in February of last year. I had 3 good days. I made some money, gave it all back. I gave all that money back tenfold trying to short the Qs. Every little pause, I'm thinking, all right, we're going to go down tomorrow, buy some puts. Nah, gone. UVXY gone. So today's a little bit of redemption for the bears. But usually when I'm this excited about shorting, it's not going to last. But I am just going to do exactly what I've been telling everybody you should do. Suspend your idea that you might know something. It's a troubling predicament. The idea that you have to legitimately admit that you're powerless to this. It is just like AA. It really is. I don't know. Again, I bring that up a lot. I had people in programs, the powerless thing, hitting that bottom, realizing that you might not know what you think you might know. And it took me a while. And I still fight that urge to try to make sense of this. It's never going to make sense. Not truly make sense. Because when a stock goes from 5 to 200, back to 50, back to 130, back to 18, back to 50, was there any real true value at all? There really is no true value. It's all perception. So if the perception of the market right now is, oh my God, I better get out, then nothing has value. And that's where we're at right this second. People are questioning for the first time in 13 years. They're questioning, maybe this market did just run out of steam. Finally, 13 years, they're questioning it because the pandemic doesn't count. That was your black swan. Now we're here. Could I actually make more than 0.008% in a bank account? Maybe I should sell some Qs and put it into a low risk yielding CD 3 months from now. That notion's finally taking root, so people are selling stocks. And also, when you've got a stock that's gone from 5 to 90 and it's back to 60, that ain't a big deal. Stock was $5. You got NEO. NEO was $1. NEO was $1. It went to 70. So NEO at 39, that's about right. That's about right. Blink was $0.25. The stock was legitimately 25 cents. It went to $60. Oh, it's at 30. That's not even right. You got Riots and Maras and BTBTs. These were dollar stocks that went to 80, 90. These are 900% returns in less than a year. What do you want to do? You want to go 10,000% on every stock? Yeah, that'd be nice. Look, it's about time some reality hit the market. It's about time. And if you're wondering, Big Al's not even. Big Al don't care. Big Al's cost average on the Qs is $65. I mean, I'd beg him. I'd tell him. I was like, okay, great. I'm glad you're a long-term investor, but every once in a while, why not take something off the table and try to buy back cheaper? The essence of the market. He's just a buy and holder. You can't say he's been wrong. 3 days doesn't make any long-term investor wrong. But some of these stocks, you are wrong and you're not getting your money back. Now, I don't know how I feel about Tiger still. I mean, I still got this is stupid that I'm in this thing. But some stocks are not coming back, my friends. Some of these are legitimately, they were beautiful, well-constructed, penny stock, pump and dumps. And again, I'm feeling violated right now because I really did some homework on that POWW, ammo.com. I'm on their website. I'm calling investor relations like an idiot. They bought out gunbroker.com. I'm feeling pretty good. Stocks, I'm in at 5. It's at 750. Oh, we're going to 8. Now we're at 10. This thing's going at 1250, and now it's down 50%. I mean, long-term investing, I'm not supposed to be every second, every moment, every tick, right? But you know what would have been awesome? Selling it at 10 and buying it back here at 6. That would have been sweet. And again, if you're in the Qs, that would have been sweet. Selling them on Monday. And if you really want to be back in, this is 17 points lower from where we were on Monday. That's a lot of points. Well, I don't know about Tesla. Again, I'm bearish everything. Tesla represents the reason I'm bearish, but Tesla is the king of all momentum stocks. When that starts to come back, you're probably going to get one of them rip your face off rallies again. I'd be afraid. That's the one stock I'm still afraid. You know, you don't want to be short. But goddamn, man, some of these things, even the weed sector, when MJ went up 100%, ETFs don't usually go up 100%. And when that went up 100%, I was like, all right, this is a little ridiculous. But did I sell it? No. I'm like, yeah, go weed. Let's go. So never again will I disobey VWAP and multi-day VWAP. And it's going to be easy for me not to disobey because I'm not going to have any positions on. I'm an intraday trader. This is what I was born into. This is what I've known. Fucking spliff. That was the end of the bull market. You know, that day, was it 3 weeks ago now? It's about 3 weeks ago, right? When we were buying spliff because the name of the symbol was spliff. I was like, this is the dumbest thing we could ever do. Chances are this is the end of the bull market. And I said it. And it was. When you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, I mean, penny stocks are not even the bottom of the barrel. Penny stocks are when you knock the barrel over and there's a bunch of creatures and slime and those roly-poly bugs. That's the penny stocks. So when you're rolling around in the under the barrel muck and those are working, it's usually not a good sign for the overall market. And this time it took a whole 10 days for it to finally sell off. But I'll tell you something else. As bearish as I am and how much I hate the stock market and every fucking stock in this goddamn space, I hate these goddamn stocks. I hate the whole market. I'm looking for a rally on Friday. Because if they shake everybody out, and let's say we're at 298 QQQ tomorrow morning, and we start to rally, and we start breaking over the VWAP, and it starts triggering option prices that are expiring tomorrow, we're going to have an extravaganza of short squeezes. And that could feed on itself. The shorts will get spooked. They'll have to cover. That'll trigger other option prices. And next thing you know, we could have one of those mind-fucking blitz, rip-your-face-off rallies where you're buying 10-cent options and making 10 times your money. The thing is, usually in bearish environments, Fridays are bad. So we'll wake up tomorrow and we'll figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. Usually, if you're looking for historical references, which is what trading is kind of about, what happened prior is likely to happen again. Bearish tones to the market, Fridays are bad. Because why? Because now that we're bearish for the first time in a decade, ooh, I hope things don't get worse over the weekend. Where when you're a bull, you're like, we're going up on Monday. Who gives a fuck? Let's party. Now it changes. Now you got that notion like, oh my God, I better sell on Friday. Something worse might happen. Finally, UVXY is moving. I mean, this thing was sitting around doing nothing all day. Surprised. But you know what? You guys remember, the UVXY is not the best thing anymore, the gauge of anything anymore. And especially because we watch tech stocks, the UVXY is S&P. Obviously, there's tech stocks, it's S&P 500. But it's about time. And remember, since we've been making these videos since 2007, when's the only time to really be afraid of the market? When UVXY is not going down. And finally, over the last couple of weeks, it hasn't been a great long trade, but you've made money on longs on UVXY, I would say 70% of the time over the last 2 weeks, which is bearish. If you could actually make money buying UVXY, that's an overall bearish tone to the market. Wow. I don't see any support on the Qs till 285. And then if we're going to wash out the market, get this, kids, 251. From where I got my ass kicked in September, where I thought the Qs were going to. That's probably where we go. 281.61, right? And then you got nobody home to 256.30. That's right. 256.30 on the nose. It's going to hit 256.30 and it's going to bounce right at that spot. If it hits 256.30 in the next 3 weeks, just get a tattoo of my face right on your chest. Because we are breaking down now under a level that I didn't think we'd ever see, because this market never wanted to go down. We're here. 302.31 was the danger zone. I didn't think we'd see it. And we're breaking through it like nobody's here. Exactly. Wow. And you know who doesn't get bailed out in this sell-off? You, me. You lose money during this sell-off, nobody comes to our rescue, because we're not too big to fail. We're just right to fail. We're allowed to fail. If we were a government entity or a cruise line or an airline, oh wait, I just lost 40% of my net worth. Yo, pay up. No, but the government will want our taxes, and they'll want to charge us for some other thing, or they'll come up some more fees so we can't trade. Yeah, it's great. Great, great business. Great, great industry this is. Hedge funds lose some money. You got to watch it on the news for 3 weeks. Meat Cranium's getting fucked up in his QQQ today. Nobody's coming to this guy's rescue. Nobody gives a shit about Meat Cranium except me. Sorry, I can't bail you out. If I could, I would. But if I was a hedge fund with government ties, oh man, what is this? I feel like I've been manipulated. Can you start an investigation and give me my money back? What they should be investigating. How come nobody's investigating the market when the shorts are getting their asses kicked? Guys like me who getting crushed trying to short NEO and CCIV as it was going up every day. How come I don't get a bailout? Nobody cares about the shorters. Market goes up every day for 13 years. Everything's fine. So what about the victims now? What about the victims now? Who are the victims? NEO shareholders, CCIV shareholders, every SPAC play that you guys understand how the SPACs came out of nowhere. No one knew what a SPAC was except my buddy 8Ball, who got us into some of them. Now everybody's got a SPAC. If you're anybody, you don't even know. You think Shaquille O'Neal knows what a SPAC is? Shaquille O'Neal's coming out with a SPAC. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Shaquille O'Neal is coming out with a SPAC. What does that even mean? The Shaquille O'Neal company is coming public to do what? I don't know. The word SPAC. I don't know. Let's put out a SPAC. Yeah, people will buy it. We'll just call it the Shaquille O'Neal SPAC. What do? Nothing. You just get a CD of Shaquille O'Neal looking into space. Fantastic. Oh, I'll buy it. What do they even do? And if somebody explained to me what Roku does, but you know what? I'll tell you what Roku is going to be doing. They'll be going out of business. Somebody explain to me what Roku does, and I'll tell you why it's not going to 200 a share. When Roku's at 185, you'll still be wondering, what do they do? See, remember, everyone's a genius. Everybody knows about everything when we go up every day. Oh, that's a great platform, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, is it? For what? Crushing the market right now. Yo. No support, man. We just broke down under the massive support. We just broke through the level I didn't think we'd ever see ever again, considering the market never wanted to go down. Well, I didn't think we'd even break the yearly levels. That was a big spot. We just broke 302.21, which was huge. And now I don't see any reason to give it all back now. You're not stopping this till 296.70 on the Qs, which is 4 points from here. I mean, it's really not a big deal. You guys realize that it's not real, right? Now you're starting to catch on that it's not real on the way down. It's not real on the way up. They're just changing the price, baby. Changing the price. By the way, 3 weeks ago when they got out of the market, I told you it was just a matter of time till they pulled the rug. Again, when they write the book, maybe I write the book, this chapter will be called, I Can't Believe I Own 3 penny stocks. Right? What was it, about 2 months ago? I'm like, I cannot believe I own 3 penny stocks right now, and they're all working. This market's going to crash within a month. I was off by a couple of days. When you're buying penny stocks and they're working, and then Ameren. Yep. I mean, it just took a little bit longer till they finally let it go. We needed that moment where people realized maybe the government doesn't have our back right now. If they're going to rate, wait, interest rates are going up. Wait, I thought they were going to be zero forever. Wait a second. And that was it. That was your trigger. So now everything that I was looking at, now everything means more. But the real trigger was that blip in the interest rates. And finally, UVXY cooperating right now. It was lagging all day, but now obviously the S&P is catching on to the selling. It's about freaking time. All right, so now if you are short the Qs, the breakdown area, 302. What was that price? 302.79 as I was doing my math. But now look at some other stuff, right? Look at some other stuff. Look at the fact that Walmart sold off on great earnings. Goldman Sachs, Netflix. Now it starts to now you start to realize, maybe all that did mean something. It just took a little bit of time. The oil tanker needed to turn. Oh, maybe that's why Zoom was a great short. Maybe that's why Splunk was a good short this morning. Wow. Guys, you got to understand something also about today. Today was this is the 4th day in one day. We gapped down, we rallied. Then we rolled. Then we rallied again to new highs. Then we rolled again. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, I'm not even that active. I checked out of this day earlier after the bounce, and I shorted some Splunk. And, I got some naked calls on. And by the way, there's nothing more bearish than me selling naked calls on the Qs and them actually going and the market's still going down. Usually as soon as I went out there, I was like, all right, 333s. I went out to September. They were like $17. So I'm betting that bet basically is, September, it was the 333s were the high of the year. So I was like, all right, we're never going back to the highs of the year. Well, that for now, I'm thinking that. Wow, there's so many contracts. It takes me like 20 minutes to scroll through all this stuff. I'll get there sooner or later. I sold some 330s for 13. $330s for 13. All right, that's what I did. 330 for 13 gets you 343. That's my lucky number. So that's what I went with. Yeah, don't get into it with me. But again, obviously put buying was the way to go. Wow. We're going to make 300 today on the Qs. Damn. Now, I'm telling you right here, I don't plan to ever cover these because I think the year's done, right? So I sold, what are they, 330s for September, 197 days from now. You know how much damage I could do to my life in the next 197 days? 330s for September for $13. So my cost average is 343. The idea is obviously I hope they never go above 330 and they expire worthless and I get to keep all that money. But it never works out. It never works out. Yeah, I'm glad I'm up. I sold some of these at $17 the other day also. But it never works out. It never works out staying short. It's great when you have a day like this and you're short today. But tomorrow will be the tell.
What should I eat?
I don't know, but it just dawned on me. My freaking dad's probably down stupid money today. He never wants to sell. Never hedges, never sells. Why not sell something, right? Sell something. And then if it pulls back, I mean, if you would have sold just on Monday at 320 on the Qs, yeah, now buy half of them. Now you can buy half back at 301. It's nice. I got to tell you, not that I'm afraid, but I'd be afraid. No, I was afraid yesterday. See, sometimes fear is warranted. Plus, when they tell you not to panic, usually it's a good time to panic. I've noticed over 30 years. When they tell you not to panic, everything's all right. As you run over Kevin Bacon. Oh, man. I'm telling you, I'm very scared. The reason I'm scared is that my naked calls are making money. I never make money selling naked calls on the Qs. It's like the death sentence. But I wanted to do it just in case we started to rally. I wouldn't panic out of my shorts because I'd have that cushion. You want to lose some money. How about buying 1050 calls on UVXY right now? Guaranteed loser. If this works, right? So here's where that trade, normally like, oh man, we're definitely going down tomorrow. Oh, let's buy some UVXY calls for tomorrow. It's going to be sick. Okay. That's what I thought 2 weeks ago. That's what I thought 2 months ago. That's what I thought the other day. Yeah. Good luck with that trade. Because again, this is one of those moments. UVXY, this thing's definitely we're going to crash tomorrow. That's going to be sick. Okay. Let's see. 1050 calls for tomorrow. They're not that expensive considering if this thing goes up another 10%. It's so funny because every time I look at this, I'm like, it's not a bad idea, but yet it never works. How does it never work? 1050s are only 47 cents. You could go out there and just throw a $15 call out there against it. You could do a 1050 for 47 and sell yourself a 15 for a dime. Worst case scenario, you're out $370. Best case scenario, you're up $4,000. This thing rips 50% tomorrow. You want to see me lose $300? No, I'll just wait for tomorrow. I know it's probably going to be a bad decision somehow. But if you haven't noticed, it's been 3 weeks now. UVXY going green, finally starting to work. Yeah, it's the front month, so it expires so quickly. All right, you ready to try to play a dip, 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 dip? You ready to? You want to try a dip, dip? It's starting to form right here. At least risk rewards in your favor right now. Well, right now was 3 minutes ago. It's already making its move, but I'm talking about the Qs coming off the lows. You finally had a double candle bottom, and now you've started a little uptrend. For you traders that are real nimble, QQQ just there. Well, it's happening. As I'm talking, it's happening. Here we go. By the way, this is not investment advice. It's not investment advice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is not investment advice. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on, hang in there, Buttercup. Hang in there, Buttercup. If you got the 301 on the Q, you got to sell right here. If you got 301 on the QQQ, 3175, punch it out, sell. I would get out of 60% of your position right here, 301.75. All right. 301.75, gone. Now you let it breathe. 301. Come on, Buttercup. Here we go. All right, that pullback just got bought. We might be onto something right here. Still a seller of 75% because I'm not going to lose money trying to play a balance in a market that's finally going down after 13 years. It's trying to hang in there. By the way, you know when the coast will be clear to buy the stock market? When Roku is back to 200 a share. That's right. When Twilo is down at, let's say, 0. When Kathy Woods comes on CNBC's, Kathy Wood comes on, is it Wood or Wood? Wood, right? Kathy Wood. When Kathy Wood comes on TV and apologizes, I'm sorry. I really don't know what I'm doing. I was riding the momentum like everybody else. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry. That'll be the bottom. But right now, long the Qs, 301. Why not, right? You sold most of it. Here we go. Come on, Buttercup. Giddy up. Let's rip those freaking shorts heads off right now for at least 20 minutes. Come on, baby. Now, this would be a lot more fun if we had options at 4 o'clock going into the close. Oh, man. Come on, baby. Hang in there, 302. 302.65. Want to sell? Actually, sell right here at 302.25. All right, now we're down to the I don't give a shit line. Get one more leg, that'd be good. Come on. Come on. 30 cents away, we can take off. Too much space. All right, if you want to use 302 as a way out, I don't care. What? All right, that was a day's pay. Picking bottoms, brah. I can smell a bottom. Well, that sounds disgusting, but you get what I'm saying, right? All right. Look, we just tried to pull back right there. I can smell a bottom. Oh. What kind of chat room is this? This is bullshit, man. You told me the market never goes down, bro. You see, all it took was a double bottom candle and then got back above that candle. And then I was like, why not? Give it a shot. Risk rewards in your favor. 302.65. It's going to happen. It's going to happen without me. Now, if we rally for the rest of the afternoon, you will thank me for getting out of the queues. Farewell, my friends. Good luck. If this market rallies to VWAP now, you will hear screaming from the other room, and it'll be my kids being tortured by me. This is bullshit, bro. Shit. Never seen the market go down. This fucking bullshit. Greg was right. That's why I went short, because somebody told me that Greg was not shorting the market this whole time. It was an illusion. He's been calling for a crash since 2012, but no, he's been actually telling his people to be buying. If that's true, that's fraud. Not that it matters in this industry. Oh my God, we're gonna go. And we're back. Oh my God. If we start a full-blown rally right now, I might just start vomiting. We're right on the precipice. Oh my God. Well, what time is it? Oh, it's only 2 o'clock. Oh God. Well, y'all out there in cyberspace and YouTube, there I did it again. You see, that was a live trade. Off the charts, risk reward defined. You buy yourself some cues. They go up $1.50. You make some money, and la di da. Trading. Man, stupid ass face. By the way, I'm not even joking about Roku. I hate Roku. I have a special hatred of Roku. You know why? Because I got this Roku TV, right? I don't know. Is it some cheap TV, a Sharp? I don't know. It was on sale at Best Buy. My kid needed a TV. And that QQQ trade's over. What's up, y'all? Hey, what up? So I buy this TV. I don't know what a Roku TV is from any other TV, right? It was on sale. That's what I knew. It was from $239 down to $169. Boom, I'm in. That's a good point, Chris. I was just gambling. Couldn't resist. See, I'm an addiction. I have an addiction problem. I'm just a dick. So the Roku TV, right? I don't know what Roku is. I don't know what they do. I don't care. I don't get it. Apparently, they're very successful at whatever they're doing. If I want to watch NBC, I go to channel 4, and there it is, NBC on the regular TV. I don't need to go to Roku to go to NBC. If I want to watch HBO, I go to HBO. There it is. I don't need a platform to tell me how to get to Sesame Street, how to get to see it to NBC or HBO. I have HBO and NBC. I don't get Roku. But what this TV fucking makes me do every time I turn it on, it brings me to that goddamn Roku interface. And if I can't find the little damn Roku remote control that came with the TV, then I can't even watch TV because it brings me to the stupid Roku menu. I don't care. Just let me watch the TV. But now I got to look for the remote. Where's the fucking remote? Where's the remote? And you can't program that shit. You can't program the little remote into the universal remote. I've tried. Maybe you can because I'm dumb. But damn. So right there, if anybody's wondering why I hate Roku, it's that little stupid mic and that little stupid remote and my dumb TV and the fact that I don't really have any clue what they do. That goes for Etsy, Twilo, and 98% of stocks that I hate. And I hate every stock pretty much. And the one stock that I thought I liked, it's killing me now. It's killing me. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, we're down 777 right now on the Qs. Lucky sevens. But Smike's here. We're gonna have we have an in-house DJ. I can't even drink tonight because I'm on steroids. I almost like, I don't know what the hell was going on last night or 2 nights ago now, but steroids, alcohol, marijuana and coffee, not a good combination. So we're going to hang out. We got a guest coming on. They're going to talk about their scanning. They scan the world for upgrades and downgrades and things that, you know, help you trade. They built an interface, which is supposed to be the easiest interface known to man. And they use a space-age polymer. And if you act now, you get a free fake pearl necklace. Be dialing. But seriously, tonight we're partying. 6 o'clock, Grateful Dead. 7:07 to 8:08. DJ Smike in the motherfucker. 8:30, little sound check, and then we'll have about 8:30. We'll have them on at 8:30, and then we'll just talk about what the hell just happened in the last 2 weeks, and then you know, we'll plan our attack for tomorrow. But again, if you were just trading 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversals today on earnings reports, SPLK was the monster. And everything else was pretty good. But, man, if you weren't nimble today, you got lit up. For some people having the best day of their lives, for some people it's the worst day. It was the worst of times. It was the blurst of times. But the market just held that area. This could be a constructive, as they call it in the industry. April, help me out. What was that term you used before? But we just consolidated at a higher level. How about that? All right. Be careful out there in YouTube world. I'll see you guys in the chat room. DJs, drinks. Scotty's having the best day. This one's having the worst day. See, that's how it works. But right now, UVXY under 10, giving us hope. Qs get over that 302.65. You might see some fireworks to the upside. All right? Be nimble, my friends. Be like water. Be water, my friends. See ya.